There are three facts of life: death, taxes, and email marketing mistakes. We've all been there, sending out an email with a typo, broken image, or wrong hyperlink. The good news is it happens to the best of us. Today, let's look at 7 email marketing mistakes and how to avoid them. But before we begin, be sure to click the subscribe on our YouTube page so you don't miss another helpful e-commerce marketing video just like this one. Let's jump in. The first common email marketing mistake is writing unclickable subject lines. We get it. Writing an engaging email subject line isn't an easy task. That's why Omnisend offers a free subject line tester tool for e-commerce brands. You can find the link in the video description. Here are some of the most common subject line sins that get left dusty and unopened in subscribers' inboxes. Exclamation point abuse. We've all seen the subject line, often combined with all caps text at the end that reads, "End of the year sale!" Freeze and step away from that poor exclamation point. Using punctuation sparingly yet effectively will save you from this common email marketing mistake. Want a better solution? Try using an exclamation point emoji instead. Sending a subject line with a typo. An honest but all too common mistake. Worse than a typo, a placeholder subject line can cause a great deal of embarrassment. It can be saved with a simple double check. In this example, V2 proof 2/27/21 isn't a great way to lure a customer into opening your email. Clickbait subject lines. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Aren't all subject lines clickbait? After all, that's the point. Well, yes and no. There's a big difference between an enticing subject line that makes your customer want to click and using a subject line that confuses or tricks the customer into opening your email. For example, sending a product recommendation email with the subject line, "Your recent order," makes customers think it's an order update or that they placed an order, and this leaves the customer feeling tricked and likely upset with your brand. Making subject lines too long. Good subject lines can be short, sweet, and to the point. If your subject line is too long, it'll get cut off on mobile. So stick between 16 and 41 characters, or about 7 words or so for best results. If you have more to say, that's what the pre-header text is for. Use it wisely. The all caps subject line. Sending a subject line in all caps might work in certain cases, like standing out on Black Friday, but you should avoid using this tactic too often, as it will tend to lose its effectiveness. When in doubt, look at your own inbox for subject line inspiration. Think about what makes you want to open and even click on that email. For more subject line help, be sure to click the link in Omnisend subject line tester tool in the video description below. Number 2, neglecting segmentation, the spray and pray email marketing mistake. Batch and blast or sending the same message to your entire list is a mistake that many e-commerce marketers are still making. Customers want emails that are relevant to their wants and needs, and that's why behavior-based automated messages generate nearly 30% of all email orders, even though they account for only 2% of the email sends. Personalization in email marketing goes so much deeper than just, "Hello, first name." You can use your subscriber's first name all you want, but if the actual content of the email isn't relevant to them, you won't get anywhere. The content you send to your customers should be personalized. The solution to avoiding this common email problem is to use segmentation. Now, segmentation splits your large email list into smaller groups, or segments, based on something the contacts have in common. Segmentation splits your large email list into smaller groups, or segments, based on something these contacts have in common. Here are a few different ways. Demographics like age, gender, and location. Campaign engagement like clicking or not clicking on an email, or lack of activity for X number of days. Shopping behavior including products purchased, recently abandoning a shopping cart, number of purchases, lack of purchases in X days, or average order value. You can use this data to better target your email campaign so you're not sending irrelevant content to your subscribers. The results for you? More clicks, more conversions, higher revenue. You can take personalization a step further by setting up automated customer lifecycle workflows such as product, browse, and cart abandonment, welcome, and post-purchase messages. Because these messages are behavior-based, they're automatically segmented and the content is relevant to the recipients. Number 3, getting the timing wrong or oversending emails. Sending emails at the wrong time or frequency is a common email marketing mistake. We've all received an email at 3 in the morning, or perhaps one email too many that leads us toward that unsubscribe button. So how can you avoid that all too common email trap? Start by pausing campaign emails when your customers enter certain workflows. For example, you can pause promotional email campaigns for those who abandon their shopping cart or recently complete an order. Also, add subscribers to your promotional campaign list or segment only after they've exited a welcome series workflow. This way you're not blasting them with more emails than necessary as soon as they sign up. Email timing is also important, and more so for SMS and push notifications, so be sure to send your campaigns in moments when your customers are sure to see them. We've analyzed billions of our customers' data to find when to send the perfect marketing email. The first half of the month earns the highest orders. Thursday earns the most orders per week, followed closely by Tuesday, and sending campaigns around the workday, so 8 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 to 5 p.m. may earn you the highest click-through rates. 4. Using too many unclear calls to action. Have you ever seen an email that was filled with too many buttons, or worse, lack of a single clear direction or message? Many e-commerce marketers tend to overdo it when they're first starting out. In an attempt to avoid oversending email campaigns, they build one huge email containing everything but the kitchen sink. But you shouldn't leave your customers wondering where to go next. Chances are they'll simply close your email and they'll move on. An email should tell your customer what they should do next, whether that call to action is to check out a new collection of products, return to a forgotten cart, or leave a review for a recent purchase. Everything in your email should lead subscribers in a clear direction. You can avoid this common email problem by paring down your email so you stick with one central theme or goal. Keep the next step as the focus of your email from its conception, and possibly even include that message in your subject line. Include bold, bright CTAs that stand out from your email and tell your subscriber what the next step is. In fact, a great method for making sure your CTAs stand out is performing what we call a squint test. Look at your emails and squint until the email is a bit blurry. Does call to action still stand out? Because it should. You can still include secondary content below the fold, like calls to follow social media and product recommendations, but they should feel like secondary goal when reading your email. Number 5, alienating your mobile users. There is no worse torture than opening an email on your phone and being unable to read any of it. Small text that's impossible to read on a mobile device, images that are far too wide, and teeny tiny calls to action. The list of mobile email errors go on and on. If you're committing one of these email marketing mistakes for mobile users, you're in luck. ESPs like Omnisend have responsive email design which will automatically optimize your text and various blocks for mobile. That said, there still are some things you need to do on your end. Make sure your images are an appropriate size. Your ESP will scale them down to fit mobile devices, but it's your job to make sure they're understandable when they're scaled down. This means avoiding a lot of text in your images or making sure the scale of that text is still visible when on a phone screen. A good rule of thumb is to shoot for 600 by 650 pixels wide. Finally, there's nothing wrong with using text. Be sure to always check what your email looks like on mobile to verify it doesn't create an endlessly scrolling wall of text. Number 6, sending unprofessional marketing emails. We're all human and mistakes happen, but nothing is a bigger gaffe than when you're sending an email campaign with a mistake in it. It's the quickest way to look unprofessional and lose your customers' trust. Try to avoid these email marketing mistakes. Broken or misplaced links. That beautiful call to action isn't going to do you any good if the link is broken or it's directed to the wrong page. Typos. For those of us who type faster than we think, typos are a way of life. Enabling a browser spell checker or simply asking a colleague to give it a second look can save you from a ton of embarrassment. Low quality images. Low quality or poorly sized images can make your email look amateur. Be sure to choose the right images for your email and create great images for your campaigns. As always, test your emails to yourself and a colleague and click on each link and double check your work. 7, not tracking email metrics. Unlike some of the other email mistakes in this list, this one isn't quite so apparent to your customer. However, it's a great way to shoot yourself in the foot. After all, how can you optimize your email marketing if you're not at least tracking your own progress and setting benchmarks? Worse yet, you could be tracking the wrong metrics. Focus on clear, actionable email metrics that'll tell you what to do next. Open rate. This is the percentage of your subscribers who have opened your email. A low open rate means you should work on your subject lines and even clean your list. With iOS 15 update, open rates aren't as clear cut as they once were. Be sure to look at the email client report to see how your open rates perform outside of Apple Mail. Click-through rate. This is the percentage of subscribers who have clicked on any link within your email campaign. It's normal for CTR to be considerably lower than your open rate, and it tells you if your email content is resonating with your subscribers. Conversion rate. The conversion rate tells you how many subscribers purchase from your email campaign. This will tell you how effective your email is at generating a sale. Bounce rate. Bounce rate is a percentage of emails that never reach their intended destinations. This metric tells you about the quality of your subscriber list, and you should remove any hard bounces immediately to avoid affecting your email deliverability. Unsubscribe rate. The unsubscribe rate refers to the percentage of contacts that have unsubscribed after receiving an email campaign. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. You don't want to send your campaigns to those who don't want them. An unsubscribe rate can indicate if you're sending too many emails or if your messages are just not relevant. There are more metrics you can track to be sure you're avoiding email marketing mistakes, and they could affect your deliverability. Email deliverability depends on several factors, including who your email provider is, the sender's domain, and email list quality. Maintaining a healthy subscriber list is the best way to maintain that deliverability and avoid the dreaded spam folder. Key takeaways. The worst part of common email marketing mistakes is that they're easy to avoid. Sometimes a simple proofread or tweak can turn an email fail into a message that resonates and drives revenue. Here's a quick and simple recap. Test your subject lines, segment your list, and personalize your content. Perfect your timing. Keep your email focused and your call to action clear. Optimize for mobile. Keep emails professional by testing and proofing them, and track email metrics and deliverability. Follow these simple steps and never have an email mistake again. Go to the video description, click on the link, sign up for a free Omnisend account, and join the 70,000 other brands that trust Omnisend to help them grow.